I want to talk about today. Whew. Right. Once again, a beautiful sky. I love it. There's something about dusk and twilight that's nice, beautiful. Just the way it looks, the sun going down. It's all a bunch of beautiful stuff. So, I'm gonna get stuck down YouTube rat holes all the time, and one network of rat holes I tend to go down a lot is kind of the maker mentality of creating things from recycled stuff or reusing, repurposing stuff, and I love the idea of repurposing and reusing. I've had plenty of times where I've fixed things that break instead of throwing them out by utilizing other pieces or finding a way to fix things, and I love finding things like that. And recently, the most recent rat hole I've fallen down is using HDPE, high density polyethylene plastic. Basically, it's the plastic that milk jugs and 5-gallon buckets are made out of, and it's a unique material because it melts down easily and doesn't get to a flat point where it burns or anything, so you don't have any toxic fumes pouring off or anything like that. It's very easy to work with. Lights just turned on. So it's kind of the maker's delight of plastics. You can actually melt it down and reutilize it. So you can put it into a mold. You can shape it, run it on a lathe. Basically, anything you can do with woodworking tools, you can do with this HDPE. So that's pretty cool. And I'm like watching endless videos of this, seeing how everybody does it, how they make the molds and how they melt the plastic down, and just kind of learning about it. And it's one of those weird things is, like I said, it ties into the whole maker mentality and reusing, repurposing. And I love it, it's intriguing, and I want to do it, but the fact of the matter is, I have got absolutely no idea what to use it for. if I melt down HDPE and make a blank of it, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I guess one thing that comes to mind is camp chairs. Camp chairs, all the joints, the metal legs sticked into are all plastic. I'm not really sure what plastic it is, but it's quite frankly a really shitty plastic. It's soft, malleable. It tends to rip out and die. I barely get a couple of seasons of using camp chairs. When I say a couple of seasons, I'm talking like 4 camping trips, a couple times of Burning Man, and they're tough. They're done. That's it. So that's probably the most common thing I've been fixing all the time, is those camp chairs. So be able to take a blank of HDPE and be able to basically mold it, carve it, whatever, to replace those kind of pieces, I think is a brilliant idea. And this brings me to a really good point, which is, when it comes to the mentality nowadays, is people are so quick to kind of just toss anything that's less than perfect. And it kind of kills me in a way. I grew up with my grandparents and my dad, and the mentality they have is, if you own it, you learn how to take care of it. You learn how to fix it. You learn how to service it. When I had a car, my first car was a 1973 Toyota Corona wagon. Yes, Corona, like the beer. 1973 Corona wagon. Unheard of car. And my dad towed it over to the house and said, "Here you go, kiddo." And it was a car with a bum clutch. Clutch was gone. And I was ecstatic. I was 16 years old, and I had my very own car. And I had that thing up on jacks and had the transmission out of it in a heartbeat to get that clutch replaced. And at 16 years old, I didn't have to ask my dad for help. I already knew how to. I was taught how to work on the car, how to do all the different services, including the big stuff like pulling trannies and pulling heads off the engines. It's just what you did. I grew up with this mentality of, you know, why would you let somebody else, you know, pay people a lot, and I mean a lot of money, to have them do something that you can play well learn how to do yourself? There's just no reason for it. So I learn and do it. And it helps out a lot. I mean, I don't exactly come from rich stock. So it really helps me out in that, you know, let me say $1, I can go a little further, do a little more. It does help me out in that I've been able to take a lot of things that, you know, friends and family end up deeming no longer useful or, you know, gone beyond their purpose kind of thing. And I'm able to repurpose it because I can either fix it or find a second life for it in a new form. And that's kind of a big deal because, first of all, the bad thing I can do that means I can get things I would normally have. So I make it a nice camera because I can fix some piece of electrical that's messed up, or you know, repurpose it as a viewing lens or whatever. So that's kind of nice. But also, it's me keeping crap out of landfills. And I mean, I'm sorry, but let's face facts here. We dump a lot of crap, and we're like, it seems like sometimes we're like this close to making everything, including cars, blister pack. Buy a 6-pack of cars, and you know, when one car wears out, you just toss it in the recycling or the trash bin, and go ahead and pop another one out. So being able to be a maker of mentality, to be able to be a fix-it, I probably take the title of a jackass of all trades and a master of none. I take no credit for that. Caught that from a friend of mine, but it is just that I am a jack of all trades. I have learned the fundamentals enough to get me by on many different things: how to deal with wood, how to build a house, how to work on a car, and yeah, I'm not a pro at any one of them. There's still things in each of those realms that I could refine, become a master at. But there's not a need for it. For what I need, having general knowledge is key, and that's my power. I can look at anything around me and go, okay, I know what I can do to restore that or fix it or refunction it. And that means a lot to me. I think that's something that gets overlooked by everybody nowadays. People want to be ignorant, willfully ignorant of their surroundings and of the things they use. And that kills me. That absolutely destroys me. And it's, you know, if you want to be ignorant of something, okay. But like, you know, I had a friend of mine that got her driver's license, but didn't know how to put gas in the car. And I love her to death. She's a sweetheart, and she's terribly, terribly smart. But those are the kind of things I don't understand, and I don't hold it against anybody. But for me, it eats me up. If I have something in my hand and I can't figure out logically how it works, my mind is gonna gnaw on that. It's like ADD-ism, in that I can get the work done, but my mind's gonna sit there and chew on it for a while, trying to figure it out, and to the point almost of fault. And I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest with you. I think understanding how the world works is important. So that's why I love the maker mentality and the ability to again, repurpose and create and fix, because it does a lot for me personally, in that I learn, which really helps me leapfrog to the next thing. But it also helps a lot in general in terms of, like I said, reducing what goes into the waste pile, or being able to be an asset to friends. Again, I'm not a rich person. I can't, you know, dole out dollars whenever they need it. I just can't. I got a big family. But what I can do is I can come over and I can help out with almost anything. You need a ditch dug? Yeah, okay, that's basic labor, that's fine. But why do you need a ditch dug? Is it drainage? Is it irrigation? Do you know how to do that? I do. And I can help you out. Your car's not working well? I can help you out with that. And I'll lift that. I absolutely love that. And the best part about it is, no matter what you do, no matter where you go in terms of the things you learn, whether it's wood turning or welding or whatever, understanding how that all works and learning how to do it will help you understand other things. So having that basic grasp on everything really is really cool. And again, being a jack of all trades just means you pick up the next trade skill that much easier. So, you know, when it comes to anybody, if you ever see somebody, you know, scrapping together something that's broken to keep it running, or somebody says, hey, I'll take it off your hands if it's broken, I'll fix it. You know, my first comment to you, and I'm not saying this is you personally, but you know, for anybody who kind of had the back of the head, I would look down on somebody like that, because if you're willing to throw something away and they're able to repurpose it, I give them a lot of stock. I really do. I think that there's a lot to be said. You've got a friend right there, or an associate or whatever, that's a smart person, they can do that. And I would keep them close, because they're going to be people that are going to be good people to have around whenever you need help, or whenever the zombie apocalypse happens. So those are the people you want to know. But yeah, seriously, and to that end, you know, I encourage everybody to be curious and to take the time sometimes to let yourself get distracted in thought about something you don't understand, and try to do a little, you know, thought experiment or discussion and discovery so you can better understand it. And this goes through everything from the car you drive and understanding how the transmission works, even to something as simple as a ballpoint pen clicking in and out. How can you push a button that pops back up every time, and yet the bottom end pops in and out? How does that work? That's a couple different ways. But those are the kind of things that, you know, is there any real useful purpose for you to understand how a ballpoint pen works? No. Unless you're going to make one, maybe not. But the action that it takes to make that work might help you understand how to fix something or how to make something later. So it's beneficial. Again, it's just understanding the basics, understanding how physics in this world works. I think that's worth it. So, like I said, definitely be curious, and always strive to try to learn a little something new, or answer that question you've been kind of hounding yourself about, because it's worth it. In the end, it's worth it. I'm telling you. And you know, again, I kind of show the point in, don't look down on somebody who has ragtag stuff they've got secondhand and kept running. I have a friend of mine. He's got a huge heart. He's a wonderful guy. But he made a comment one time, this is years ago. He made a comment, I had a, I don't know, cheap video camera or whatever. It was kind of falling apart and not really working the best, but it worked. It was a comment of, why is your stuff always broken? Why is everything you have always so beat up? I was like, well, dude, I got the second hand. You know, a friend of mine had this video camera. We're talking like a tape, you know, mini tape feed video camera, and it wasn't working right for him. He was going to get rid of it. I said, shit, I'll take a look at it. And I took a look at it. I ended up just cleaning out the system. It was all gummed up and just, you know, years being used. And I ended up getting the thing to work pretty well. Some of the function on it didn't work so well, but I got it working good enough to be able to use it a little bit. So, in my mind, it was a freebie. It was a camera that would have gone to the trash heap, but now I could use. But to him, it looked like I've got a bunch of, you know, secondhand, well, just beat up crap that I had somehow damaged or whatever, and this wasn't the case. I'd actually salvaged it. So perception is a funny thing. To all the makers out there, don't worry about it. Don't worry about perception in that sense. You know, don't worry about somebody looking at you funny because you've got, you know, something taped onto your bike or whatever. You're experimenting. You're creating. That's kick-ass. And I want that. I want everybody to do that. We need more people in this world that are willing to create. There's never too many people out there being creative, being thoughtful, being fixers. We need those kind of people every single day, and every single person that can do that is just that much better off for themselves and for others around them. So always, you know, try to push yourself a little bit. Anyways, that's my thoughts on it. Wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about today, but I think that's a good topic. If you guys are ever curious about kind of the maker mentality that I always talk about, look it up. And look up make.com. Makers Fairs is another good one. They have Makers Fairs in, all over the world now, but I think it started out in the Bay Area. But it literally is a fair that is just, multi-day affair that is just dedicated to the maker mentality, to people creating stuff from their heads, from repurposing, from whatever. And it's amazing the things that people create. It is absolutely amazing. If you are ever in an area where you see a maker's fair coming up, I cannot stress enough, you know, go to it. Even if you're not into making stuff yourself, you will love the stuff that people create. There's tons of stuff there to look at and even buy if you like and help them out. And it's just a great environment. People aren't just there to show off the cool, rad thing that they did. They are there to answer questions. They are eager to teach. And that's the other great thing about that mentality of makers. It's not about bragging rights. I mean, it is. You know, it's nice to be able to say, look what I did. But it's a friendly bragging right, and they want to teach you. And that's the cool thing about it. So I definitely encourage that. If you ever want to just, you know, do something simple, do something complicated, find something you're interested in. Whether it's building a picture frame or a collage or a bracelet, find something you want to do. If you want inspiration, you want to find out more, go to Instructables.com. That's a great website for stuff that's being built. I've seen everything from the simplest things like building, knotting up friends bracelets to making beautiful artistic coffee tables out of anthills. I kid you not. It's amazing. So, yeah, you know, do something. Create. It's fun. It makes you feel good. And it makes you feel accomplished. Plus, it kind of gets you out from in front of the computer all day long. That's all you do is watch videos like I do. But that's another thing for another time. Anyways, again, guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate it. I know I'm not an ideal Moto vlogger or anything like that because of my crappy camera and crappy audio. But, you know, like I say, if you sit through this, I appreciate it. And a thumbs up is always appreciated. A comment is always welcome. Please feel free to share, to tweet this out, to let people know that there's another guy out there doing the exact same thing that everybody else does. If you like, I don't mind. I'm not here to do this to get rich or famous or anything like that. I'm just here to enjoy myself, to talk about things, hopefully inspire people to think, to do, to whatever. And I hope I do that for you. So you guys have yourself a good night. Bye.